Good afternoon, guys. Today we're out here hunting night watch, and I'm hoping that maybe we get a crack at 9-point tonight. Probably about an hour and a half ago we had pictures of him over. I've been doing all the all-day sits, and I seen that 8-point. He was over there hitting a scrape, and I really wish I could been over there. Would have got really cool footage. I would have been able to shoot him, but we weren't. So we're over here tonight in this doe bedding because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna go back through there. He could, but he's probably gonna come through here in this doe bed looking for a doe or whatever, but we're gonna give it a shot tonight. Maybe we'll get lucky, but who knows what could happen. So stay tuned and hopefully get a buck tonight. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. I was sitting here, and I kind of heard something snort to the right of me. It was kind of like a it kind of sounded like a deer, but it wasn't like they were blowing at me. So I was like, that's weird. I kept my eye out over there. Saw something running across. Saw another deer running across. And they rushed from something. I was like, there's probably a buck after him. And sure enough, I see that 9-point. They went running in there. I tried grunting at him, but he had no business. He doesn't care about me. A little bit later, I hear something else coming. The way they come from, so I'm guessing it was one of those does. Sure enough, both those does go running through. I hear something else coming, sure enough it's that buck. He was probably 80 yards through that brush, and there's no way I can shoot into that brush. I'll either miss him or he's gonna wind up wounded. There's just way too much stuff. And I see him, I'm like, hope maybe he'll go the same way the does went. Because I had a little gap that I could have shot through a little bit of brush and still hit him. He went straight away from me. He stopped, I grunted, snort wheezed at him, and then he just kinda, it looked like he had it away. So maybe I'll get lucky and those does will bring him back around, but I got about 40 minutes for that to happen. Hopefully some magic happens tonight. After this watch, the buck showed up once more on our trail cameras that night and then disappeared. I hunted as much as I could for the next week, hoping to get another chance at this buck. I knew with the amount of does in the area that he would be back trying to find a hot doe eventually. I saw plenty of does and passed on many younger bucks, but never saw any more sign of that buck being back until November 25th, when the action picked back up. Good afternoon, guys. Today we're back out here. Told you guys this morning we'd probably be going to a different spot, and we end up going here. I got pictures of some does, probably about 9:30ish. This camera probably about 40 yards behind me right now. And I was thinking that they were gonna go and bed down on the other side of the swamp. Well, I got down in here and they were bedded on this side, and they saw me and they kind of took off over there. I counted 4 deer total. It was a bunch of does and fawns. There could be more deer bedded over there, but I don't think there's gonna be. But I got down in here. There's a lot of tracks down in here. So I think I've been I keep telling myself I'm gonna come here, but I never end up do. And usually these bucks will cruise the edge of the swamp. Last night we just had pictures of a buck right behind us here. So I'm hoping that maybe, it looked like a pretty good buck. I'm hoping that maybe that'll happen again tonight. So we're gonna keep our eyes out here, and hopefully we can get a nice buck on the ground tonight. So stay tuned. Yeah, baby! Let's go! Oh my God. Let's go! You're There's no way. He is dead right there. That's that freaking 9-point, baby. Oh, he wasn't even on film. Dude, that's that freaking 9-point I didn't get. You're joking. This does not feel real. Well, guys, this is probably one of my worst videos ever, but film-wise, but I shot my biggest buck yet. I'll do a little bit more of an interview, tell you guys what happened, but I'm sorry about the footage. I thought the camera was on him, but it wasn't, so I'm happy the buck's dead. I've been chasing. I thought I was never gonna crack this buck, but here we are. I'm gonna go down and get my hands on him though. That's it, boys. Well, we're down here tonight, and I sat in one of these stands overlooking this cattail swamp just to kind of change up scenery a little bit. I know there's been some does hanging out in this area, and I sat here. I got in here about 2:30ish, and probably about 4 o'clock-ish, I saw a doe kind of come running from the property line, and she ran out to a point, kind of stopped for a little bit, kept looking back, kind of feeding. So I thought maybe there was a buck in there, maybe neighbors bumped her or something, so I just kind of sat and watched her for a little bit. And that was about the only action we had till about last light, when I heard something kind of trotting up along the edge of the swamp here, and I heard something stop and couldn't get a great look at it, and then come right up to the edge of this cattail swamp, and about 20 yards I could see it had a pretty good rack on him, so I got my gun up, clicked the safety off. I tried getting the camera on the best I could, but it didn't work out too good, which I got the deer dead, so no matter. He was about 5 yards away, and I didn't have the best shot at him, so I shot him in the back, kind of where the spine or the lungs are, and he dropped, and I put a second one in just for safe measures, but he's dead, and it's my best buck to date, so I'm pretty happy with him.